Hello, everybody. It is your host, Reverend J Frederick, and we got a crowded studio today. Today we have Dr. Shana Carter, known as the Purpose Resuscitator, here to discuss their impact on the radio. Hey, we are always looking forward to seeing what you guys going out in the community. So we would like to give you guys, give a chance to give us a call at 904-766-9285 to let us know what's going on. And how you doing? We haven't heard from you in a minute.
I'm good. I'll be back.
Yes. We know you guys be talking about in our interview segment. It is the original. This actual mix is in the building.
So we can hear you on the mic.
Go on house so we get you. Both mix. Both mix. Hey, so
right.
We got a lot going on. And of course, I am always joined by Batman. I don't have an issue with being Robin. Miss doing talk.
Hey, y'all. He's off prompter, but keep going.
Yeah, I'm off. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I keep up. So, for the sake of the script, yes, Miss Shana Carter is running for office, and and after we talk to Miss Shana, I would lead you in a moment. We will have a fantastic show tonight. We want to ask you guys to always make sure that you do business with one of the oldest Black-owned media companies in America. Now more than ever, it is important for you to support independent and locally owned media. Weekly subscriptions available at floridastar.com, floridastar.com, thefloridastar.com. So, hey, for those of you who are getting ready for a quiet night on the town this fine Thursday, we would like for you to call in, as we said earlier. We are listening in around the area. You want to know what message, what TV show, what has impacted you this week. You could, like I said, call us on the air at 766-9285 and check in with news or entertainment has got you impacted.
That sounds a little dirty. That sounds like you're gonna see the doctor.
I know, right? The teleprompter is moving a little slow.
The teleprompter is impacted.
Yeah, it's really it's got Geritol going on right now. Next week will be the 16th spring these parts, and we may or may not be. Yeah, we're going on spring break too. We got 5. Our own director and writer, Vanessa Davis, is always following up on stories like what our governor has been up to. Join us here on most Thursdays at the same time for some more of the Impact Radio Show. So, guys,
you want to do some talking or you want to do this news break?
We're going to go ahead and go to the news break so we can get feelings about us. So, thank you.
We got three stories. Quick news for the Victory Station is Duval about history on March 21st. Senator clean historic race to become Jacksonville's next mayor. Former Senator Audrey Gibson was a state senator here in Northeast Florida, so you guys might be familiar with her from there. AC Ventures salutes the late Shirley Chisholm for over 30 years of service as the national spokesperson for America's Black colleges. In addition to education, health, and wellness, and the environment, Miss Shirley Chisholm was an advocate for people all up and down the United States. Jermaine Dupree, Dallas Austin, and Elizabeth Omilami among a list of honorees at the 5th Annual Pink Awards, an evening of Black excellence hosted by Carl Payne and Malik Yoba. If you guys got your edition of The Star this week, you'll see some lovely pictures from that gala. And back
and welcome back to the Impact Radio Show.
No, we're not. It's not a welcome back. You got to throw it to commercial first.
We're live.
I know.
Okay.
So I paused it because you got to throw it to commercial. Can you throw it to commercial?
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we go because he just played the commercial.
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
That's what I'm saying. We are live.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, so welcome back to the Impact Radio.
So I was just talking over the commercial. Did anybody hear me? No?
Yeah, on the Impact Radio presented by the Florida Star. Don't forget to do business with the trailblazing female-owned independent media company. Help to preserve the legacy of Claire McLaughlin by supporting the Florida Star today. Ask your favorite business to carry the current issues. More information at floridastar.com. TheFloridaStar.com. TheFloridaStar.com. Go ahead and see what we got going on in our news break.
No, it says today we'll get Shannon Carter, known as the Purpose Resuscitator here.
Yes, everybody. So we have we're testing out some new things. So we're going to go ahead and get into our interview segment. Hey, Miss Shayna, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
So tell us your name, tell us what you got going on in the community, and how have you been impacting us today.
Okay, so I am here today because I am running for City Council District 9. I am excited about bringing some fresh vision, new ideas to District 9 and to our city of Jacksonville. It'll be fresh to some people, but it's what I've been doing for over 13 years in our community.
Yeah, so hey, everybody, we want to, welcome Ms. Shayna Carter. If you have any questions for our guests, please call in and we will recognize you on it. If you have any information that you would like to ask this lovely candidate at 766-9285. So how's the campaign going? You was telling us, you was having some things, but I know what's going on.
I would say the campaign for me, it's about what I do every day. For me, I'm campaigning every day. I've been doing that for a long time because I've been impacting my community for that long. So every day that I get out to help people in our community, help young people, help our seniors, help small businesses, nonprofit founders. This is an everyday job that I've already been doing. So it's not as hard to kind of run a campaign, but just now making sure that those people that don't know me and the work that I've been doing, make sure that they get to know me.
So what is the main message that you're trying to get out there doing your campaign?
So, I do have 4 areas of focus, which are education, economic sufficiency, affordable housing, and then also safety. But one of the big things that I want people to understand is that with all of those things, even though they all are important, we have to get to the root issue of a lot of things that are going on in our city. For so long, we put Band-Aids over everything, and we do a little bit, but we don't get to the root of everything.
Anything specific you tired of seeing some Band-Aids home?
Right. Well, first, I think a lot of it is when we talk about safety. In order to have affordable housing, because what does that mean? That means, housing that people can afford to have. But if we don't deal with people having economic sufficiency, then regardless of how much the housing is, people still can't afford it. If we don't deal with the safety, I was just talking to someone the other day, if we don't deal with having enough things for our young people to do, or people that, don't have the financial means, if you don't have enough things for them to accomplish success in life or in our city, then guess what? Regardless of where they live, it's going to be an area that they may go into a nicer area that we consider nicer. And
so, we recently moved. And I'm going to say this, one thing that we were just talking about the other day is how much cheaper things seem to be able to be purchased in the nicer areas. It's almost like it's too expensive to be poor, or it's very expensive to be poor. It's like we see, different things to kind of keep, certain areas of town in certain areas of town. So like I agree with you.
Absolutely. And so once we get to that place, of creating opportunities for everybody across the board. And that's one of the things that I want to make sure that I do, that everyone that say have a nonprofit, not just a selective few people know about funding that's out there, but the people that are in the community, that are boots on the ground, that they know about the funding, they know how to get the funding, and they are getting the tools necessary to have the proper documents. So all of those things entail, because if you're in the community, that's like grandma that's been feeding the neighborhood for 20 years. Right. She's been a philanthropist, but we didn't call her that.
The honey dripper lady.
Right. She just thought she was helping her community, but we need to be able to show her how to get the same resources to help her community.
Right.
So I want to make sure that people have equity across the board, and not just saying, I'll give you some up to where we feel like you should be.
Right. What's a good way that everybody can reach you on social media? Where can they find you to support the campaign?
They can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Shana Carter, District 4-9, or they can reach me on my website at electshanacarter.com. And they'll get a link to my link tree where they can find out all the information about me. They can get articles from what I've done in our community, across our state, and national things that I've done. So this has been a long journey of impact in our community for me. And it's not just about a seat, but it's about the people. When I win, we win.
Right. And we got a few more minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and get to this. This is the natural running. You can say a little bit more. It's been a minute.
Yes, it's been like a homecoming for over the last few years. Batman and you, or Batwoman and you, have been holding it down.
So, hey, so Nation, what have you been doing to impact the community? I feel like I'm on like season 3 of all the stuff that you got going on in the community.
So, like Ms. Shana, I'm also running for public office. I'm running for City Council at large through 5. What differentiates me from any other city council seat is that at large covers all of Duval County. That's Baldwin, the beaches, north side, east side, west side, and south side. When you look at a district, they typically hold about 70 to 80,000 people per district. And your at-large council person, there's 5 of them, and their job is to support and work with that district council person. So you actually have 6 that work for you and not just 1. Okay. And basically, this seat is open. The Councilman Newby is term limited. He's checking out, and with the vote of the listeners and the viewers, we'll get in office.
Hey man, so is there any particular message that you want to send out there to your voters, and anything specific they can look forward to?
Yeah, well, number one, I think values are important. Platforms are always going to be similar, but when you look at values, I love God, I love my family, and I love my city. When I say Duval, I love Duval. And then I just want all of our families to feel safe in their own neighborhoods. I want to help with affordable housing. And at the same time, I want to make sure everybody has a seat at the table when it comes to economic development. I just left a venture capital event. I've never been to one before, where people weren't even looking for subsidies or incentives. They just want to know how we can do good business better, and then make sure that those that may have been disenfranchised also have an opportunity to access the capital. That's how you scale a business. That's how you grow a business. And they weren't looking for any government entities or CDBG dollars or anything like that. They just want to know how we can make this city top notch when it comes to innovation and startups. I'm all in. For those that may not know, I run a nonprofit. We do mentoring, we do civic engagement, and we do workforce development. And our mission with the First Coast Leadership Foundation is shifting our city streets from battlegrounds to playgrounds. I also teach martial arts. I believe I taught your kids.
Yeah.
and you know what? And Barbara still attacks me before she says, "Hey, thank you, Nation.
Anything I appreciate. I need to know. Practice makes perfect.
She lead with her head. You need to fix that. That girl leads with her head on every attack. Tell the people how they can find you out in the community, man, your handles, everywhere you are.
All right, Knicks4Jax.com, Knicks4Jax.com, NICKS number 4 JAX.com. Vote Nashawn Nix for City Council at Large Group 5 on Facebook, at Knicks4Jax on all social media. This is our moment. My biblical foundation comes from Isaiah 1:17. It says, learn to do what is right, seek justice, and defend the oppressed. I need everybody to listen to please punch 5 for at Large Group 5. I'm number 5 on the ballot for at Large Group 5. Vote Knicks, that's it.
Hey, we thank the Purpose Resuscitated Miss Shana Carter for coming through, and we also always appreciate when Nashawn pops up and give us a good visit. We're about to go up against this next ad break, and we'll be back with some events and some news. This is the Impact Radio Show, brought to you by the Florida Star. African shirt is gonna be me and him in shirts.
I'm like a ghost. You can't see me, but you can hear my voice. It's me, producer over here, about to give you guys some of the upcoming stuff going on in town. Well, first of all, let's ask our guests. Shannon, any good things going on, or your nonprofits doing anything out in the community coming up? It could be this month, it could be later on.
Later this month, I know there's a fashion show that's going on March 25th.
Okay.
Actually, my kids, they have a fashion line they have coming out called 412. And so it's based off of 1 Timothy 4:12 that says don't allow anybody to look down on you because you're a youth. But be an example of speech, conduct, purity, faith, and love.
All right now. Go ahead, baby. That's what you said.
March 25th. And on Eventbrite, it's just normally fashion show.
Okay.
So it's a young guy that actually hosting and putting on this fashion show.
Okay.
So we wanted to be a support to what he's doing. This is his first one, but then also with our young people. So I know that's going on.
That's awesome. CJ, I'm sure you got something going on.
So yes, and y'all know that the second and fourth Sunday is the time that Kingdom Builders take the time to actually go out in the community and be the community. So yes, you can join us live at 9:30 on Facebook. But we take that time on the second and fourth Sundays to make sure that you go out there and actually be the kingdom. So yes, but the next thing that African Gentleman got going on is probably next out walking on the Jazz Festival. So
okay. All right, that's what's up, guys. So just to let you know, this first of all, the event rundown. This is the last month. It's only brought to you guys by the Spirit Museum, but they've been pulling us down. Just to look out. If you have a small business, you're interested in representing and holding this title spot for our event rundown, just holler at us. But right now at the Ritz, the exhibit is Young, Black, and Gifted, and every third Sunday they have a free that you can go out and see it. I also noticed that there's going to be some jazz coming to the Ritz. Mr. Noel Freeze, I'm going to be doing some Stevie Wonder songs. So if you guys are come on down to the Ritz and let them know that you found out about it.
so bad.
Oh, thank you for asking. Also, right now, White Harvest Farms volunteering. So if you guys know White Harvest Farms, part of the white shit on my creed. They do Saturday morning volunteering. You can come out there. You can learn about your own community land out Saturday at 8 in the morning. Anybody who's a good farmer knows this morning thing. So please get out there early and learn about the crops that are available.
Be prepared to itch in places you did.
Okay. Also, with the Clear White Mission, they have their Meals to Go feeding program. That's going to be starting this on the 11th.
Is a familiar statement. It tells us that we can be more than conquerors. It ain't like writing the Hall of Creed, like in writing two. If you put that in the second, you can tell who won. This is like Atlanta versus New Orleans. Okay. This is like Miami versus Jacksonville Super Bowl. We retired Dan Marino. This is like Florida versus Florida State, 56-25. You have overwhelming conqueror. Is what the original text says. You're not. Well, that's what it means when it says you're more conqueror. You didn't just. You have this isolation problem. You have everything all through. It seems like a fight of your life. Y'all know, y'all, you can. know it feel like a fight right now. I know it feel like a fight right now in the spirit. People ain't understanding you. People are, people are misquoting you. People are taking things that you do out of context. People are taking your love and and trampling on it. I got one of those things my mom used to say all the time. It's like, I'll turn you 2 cheeks, but I'm not bending over. I only got 2 cheeks to give. Yeah, it be like that sometimes. But the thing about it is, why it feel like we scrapping here on earth. The truth of the matter is that as long as our faith is in Jesus and we let God fight that fight, you are not just a conqueror, but you are an overwhelming conqueror.
That's right.
In Christ Jesus. And this has been your Impactful Moment, brought to you by Kingdom Builders Initiative Group. You can find Kingdom Builders in person on 113 West 17th Street every first and third Sunday at 9:30, and virtually second and fourth the same time. And we always encourage you on those days to go out and be the kingdom.
And Kingdom Builders got some great things cooked up for you for what would we call that time? At the end of Lent, the Passion time.
Yeah, so we definitely got some things that we are planning for the end of Lent. I have given up fast food. I've been driving by Burger Kings and breaking out in cold sweat. Okay, driving by Hardee's and breaking out in hives. I haven't had a smoked sausage biscuit in the morning, and I don't know how long. But yes, we are looking forward to doing a Good Friday service. That Friday before Easter is Good Friday. I really wanted to call it the real Black Friday so bad. And we're also thinking about doing the old school traditional Easter service on that Easter, with the hat tee contest, the fashion show for the kids. Those we like to dress up for Easter too. Y'all can, do a fashion show in those 9 later purple suits.
Come on now, bust them out.
Show up in your big, auntie first lady hat and your white gloves. It's Easter. It is the Super Bowl of our faith. This is the time where, because if you don't have the resurrection, you don't have Christianity.
Amen.
So this is the time that we get to stand up. I don't care what your feelings are about Easter. There is nothing wrong with standing up and saying, I am intentionally celebrating the single most significant act in history that split time into AD and BC. I just preached, don't make me do it again. But those are the things that we are looking to do. We want to, and we want to, sit down and give you Good Friday with biblical perspective. You come and you do your reconciliation. You take your nail, you take the sacrament. You understand how the Passover and the Lord's table link together. And those are the things that we want to do on that Good Friday. And like I said, on that Easter Sunday morning, we want to celebrate the pinnacle of our faith, of course, with an encouraging word and looking back at the cross. But we also want to do all of those things that make our culture, and make those things that we do to give God the glory on the most holiest of days. And that's what we're looking forward to do on April 7th and on April 9th.
Yeah, just stay tuned. Can you take us out, host? You got to start reading.
Yes, so so much gratitude for all you guys listening, to our writers and producers. Thank you to our presenting sponsors, the Florida Star, our partners, the Ritz Theater and Museum, African Lady, African Gentleman, the IRS.
Team Businesses. Sorry.
Yes, but today we would like to thank our guest, Miss Shana, the Purpose Resuscitator, for stopping through. You got a crump on the campaign.
Leave her.
I am. You know what I am.
There we go.
On the 21st. Oh, listen.
Y'all heard it.
The watch party.
We got to come to the watch party. She wins, she crumping. But next week we will be here. I have been your host, Reverend J Frederick, and of course your lovely producer, Miss Doing Talk. I said you can find me on Facebook at African Gentleman and on Instagram at African Gentleman _13.
See y'all next time. All right, let me end the broadcast.